Hey guys, welcome to P-Cubed, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today we have another Led Zeppelin, which I'm very excited for.
Me too, honestly. This video is from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you, Billy, for your song request and for your suggestion. He requested the Rain song by Led Zeppelin, and he really emphasized that it's not his favorite, but he thought that we would like it. So that's why we chose to do it anyway, because we love Led Zeppelin, and I can't wait for more surprises of them. And as we go more and more from your comments and from the people who reach out on Buy Me a Coffee, apparently we kind of knew that they have so many songs, and we want to spread them out a little bit. But then every time we put it up, then you guys also love it. So we're gonna do this again here, a new song by them. We made a playlist on our channel, putting all of our reactions to all the Led Zeppelin songs so far. I can put a link here if you want to go check all of them out back to back. And this is the official audio, which again here emphasize that we go for this one. I can already see the comments saying that you should have chosen a live version. Whenever we choose a live versions, then we see the comments that you should have chosen the studio version. So here we go. We're trying to balance it out, but I can already see and picture the comments complaining. So we're not saying anything more. Let's just go ahead and listen to this song and see what happens.
It is the springtime of my love, the second season I am to know. You are the sunlight in my growing, so little warmth I've felt before. It isn't hard to feel me glowing. I watched the fire that grew so low.
I should, before getting into the whatever they call second verse or something, I should say that the guitar part is kind of unsettling. The harmonies sound very weird to me. I don't know what you felt, but
Exactly. I was just going to say, what a weird choice of harmonies. It feels so weird, not in a bad way, but just weird and not unexpected. I mean, you could really see it in the beginning. It was like a normal song, but you could see it at the end of some of the chords or some of the phrases that they were adding the harmony, which was expected. But then at the end they were like, something like that, and you were like, oh, okay. And then again it happened again, and then suddenly it changed to completely otherworldly and different kind of harmonies and sound, which I would expect some sound like that from Led Zeppelin, because they always sound like otherworldly.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Weird feeling. Yeah,
it was very unpredictable, but we're not surprised. That's how we can put it. Also, I think it really, I don't know if this is like the video that they did it to go with this song from the beginning, but this picture specifically, it really also feels otherworldly. So I think the fact that the guitar harmonies and then the resonances are kind of off, it really feels like here we are in somewhere unexpected and uncertain. Okay, here we go. And I think we're back to that, the beginning riff and the guitar, which is again like there's always like a little like motif or melody or like a riff and a guitar that is the hook. That's honestly how I can like perceive the structure of it. That's how it's like it makes me like easier to follow the structure of the song. Otherwise, I feel like every time that we hear any of their song, it feels like uh, just you're in an unconscious world, like an unconscious state of your brain, and you never know where you're going. And you can always go and go, and then every time you go, it feels like a maze. That wherever you go, there's like a new motif or like a harmony or like a melody. I don't know how to even describe it. That it feels very suspended. It feels like it's not really getting somewhere, but then you get to that riff or that motif sometimes that is like played with by other instruments as well. Then you're like, oh, okay, this is it. I can grab it. Like that's my ground. So that's how it's just so interesting to like how they create that soundscape.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to say the same thing because you don't hear a typical like classic sentence of or phrase of this the classic meaning of it, so that you say, okay, this is the first phrase and this is the second, and then it's the first sentence, and it's there is a cadence, and then there's a point here and it's finished, and then we go to the second sentence. It feels like somebody is talking, but there is no verbs or there is no even a story. It feels like something is being said, but you have no idea when the story started or when it is going and where are the sentences. You just go and go exactly, and you're like, I'm so confused. I just know that I have to go forward and just go walk, but I don't know where, and I don't know what is happening. Exactly. Also with the strings that they came, first of all, it added suddenly a very warm like sound to it, and it was especially because of the vibrato that they were doing. It was such a warm sound that they were making. And then the bass, the cello that was playing the very low notes, it was all adding this warm feeling of it. And then you were like, okay, yeah, something more classic is coming, so that there will be like a more structure to it. But then they also, again, when you thought you're at the end of a sentence, suddenly a note would start, and it's just this never ending loop. You could really also hear it from the strings after that weird guitar with the weird harmonies.
Yeah. You know who it reminded me of? I mean, I'm not that familiar with his works, but there's a poet called E. Cummings, and his poetry is all like not really structured, and it's just like a stream of words, or like he calls a stream of consciousness. I feel like that's how, and I've seen some of his works, and it's really, in the first glance, it doesn't make any sense. And then so it kind of reminded me of that. So like they are the E. Cummings of the rock world, I feel like. I mean, I don't know, maybe I should go like read his works a little bit more. And then, but when you were also talking about that, it just kind of like clicked something in my head that, oh, I remember like his work. Sometimes like I see pianists, like my professor sometimes uses it for like a background when he plays some pieces, and then it's just like, oh, you see, it was like, okay, what does that mean? So it kind of like reminded me of that. But anyway, let's get back to the hook of the song. We're back.
the summer of my smile. Flee from me, keepers of the blue. Speak to me only with your eyes. It is to you I feel this tune. Ain't so hard to recognize, oh. These things are clear to all from time to time. Ooh. Of emotion, and like the wind, their eyes fall. This is the wonder of devotion. I see the torch we all must hold. This is the mystery of the quotient.
Guitar at the end was throwing me off so much.
Yes.
I feel I haven't. How can you do
It
that?
was-
Because it felt like some. Sorry to interrupt, but it felt like open strings, but it was not sounding like open strings to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they changed the tuning, or I'm sure they did something, or like it's a different kind of guitar. But that it's just.
Yeah.
It was like so. I feel like I didn't get the resolution that I was expecting in that guitar, because the song was going on for so long, and then I was waiting for a moment, and then it never happened. So I guess that's why they did that, because you never get that feeling of resolution.
Yeah, I think it was one of the weirdest songs that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really weird with the harmonies every time, especially in the part that was before they go a little more high and more dramatic. The last part that you paused, every time that you were like, okay, now it's a little more normal, like the sound is a little more normal, and you can hear like okay, it's a song. This motif that, yeah, like this guitar motif that was coming through the whole song would came, and just to remind you, no, this is not a normal song that you would expect. This really two-note motif had such a weird feeling into it, and it really reminded me of like idefix that Berlioz uses so much, that a small a small motif that represent a feeling or a character or something, like depends on the piece, that just comes and goes randomly through the whole long piece, and just reminds you that, for example, here because it went through a really long and like up and down journey, that you wouldn't remember even that this is the song that you started to listen, and it's still that song that you were listening from 2 minutes ago, and it's not a different song. And then this motif would come and hit you in face and just say that, yes, this is still the same song that you're listening to. And also the other thing that was kind of like doing this kind of the motif thing that comes and goes randomly during the piece, but not as strongly as this weird guitar motif, was the piano, that from time to time it was playing like this ta-ta, two notes, very fast, and then you were like, oh, okay, now I know the guitar motif comes, because they were, every time the piano was there, the guitar motif was also there. So yeah,
it was I forgot what I was gonna say. I feel like I was just exposed to, I don't even know how to even get close or approach this song from like or what part of it to talk about. I feel like we just stated very general things or how we felt, but it reminds me of like years ago honestly, when I was back in college, in exposure to some contemporary music. Now I'm so much into it because I'm familiar, I analyzed it, I kind of learned it. But now my ears, when they would play it at school or in college, they would expose us to a lot of contemporary music, a lot of atonal music that was not necessarily, we were not used to it. Everybody, I kind of have that feeling. First of all, you have no idea where to start talking about it or even describe what you experienced, but also you also don't know how to feel about it. So honestly, I don't know, I feel like I'm not qualified enough to talk about this song, because I feel like if I just say, I feel like that's kind of superficial too, because I remember a lot of my friends, maybe me included, were like, oh, I don't like this. But then it's just so superficial to say that just because it's not familiar, you don't like it, because obviously you're not familiar enough to really make that decision. So I usually avoid making that bold decision for myself, at least. So oh, I don't like this, or kind of label things right away. So I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I think it's gonna take me some time to really appreciate it the way that it was, because unless I feel like I'm in a weird mood, that because I always I feel like my brain is structured to look for structures or getting somewhere, or maybe I don't know, something to just have a hook. And I think this song in particular didn't have enough of those, so it's kind of a little difficult for me to comprehend it. That's why I feel like I need to listen to more of them, or this song, or things similar like that, to really I feel comprehend or understand it more. That's my whole I can just summarize my whole feelings in that.
Yeah, I think this is not the song that you would just put it in your car and just do your things, and then this is in the background. This is some music for the music, or art for the art. It's a little serious kind of music that requires you sitting down and not doing anything and just listening to every complicated and thoughtful layers and harmonies that they would put to create, in order to create this whole vibe of, you know, of the sounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it really is such a special kind of music.
That's true.
And sound.
I mean, we would love to explore more of this part of it, because I think so far whatever we listened from Led Zeppelin was, I mean, there were some similarities obviously, but this was, I feel like, in another level. So I would love to explore more of the same kind of vibe, I guess. I don't know if there is even like a name for them or not. But anyway, so thank you, Billy, for suggesting this song. That was very interesting, and we love that we listened to that, and hopefully we learn more about them. And thank you guys for watching us. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It's totally free, but it will help us a lot. If you want to support us more, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video. Bye!
Bye!